if you are a voter, and you must be a voter. But know that the Republicans, where they are, you can just discount them up front, and then start looking at the Democratic side and take it from there. And, you probably want to do some additional research on them to make sure it fits, depending on where the state where you are, because, some Democrats are more equal than others. But clearly, like, if you have a choice between a Democrat and a Republican, your first instinct should be to vote for the Democrats. I mean, ultimately.
Yes, and we also need to get into this idea that just because we voted you in, we can't forget about it. Okay.
Yeah. Because we can vote you out too. And if you're just following the corporate line, then we have the power to go the other way too. It's not just blue no matter who.
To them.
Yes.
Yeah, but we also, during their tenure, we have the power to talk to them. We have the power to email them and write to them and organize protests outside of their offices if we want to. We have the right to redress our representatives at any time, as long as it's peaceful. So we need to get out of the mindset that we vote them in and we're done with them for 6 years or however long their tenure is.
Yes.
We need to be on their butt.
Yeah.
And making sure that they're doing it. This is a relationship. Yeah. If you get into a marriage and you just say, hey, I'm married now, I don't have to do anything, your marriage is going to fail. Yeah. You constantly have to date that other person and fall back in love with them over and over forever. That's how it goes. Yeah. In order to keep things good between the two of you. The same thing with every other relationship. You need to make sure that person is doing their job. And when you hear what they're doing and what they're voting for, write to them and tell them, that's right. Dude, that's not why I hired you.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah, you have to tell them what you want, and you have to advocate for that, and you have to be engaged. And you have to be communicative. You're right. It's just like a relationship. And you see, with Democrat at this point in time, with Democrats, there's a chance for that. With Republicans, there's not a chance for that. And that's pretty much the difference between the parties we have today. And that's what you have to keep in mind when November comes around. Susanne Posel, you are coming out with yet another brilliant episode of This Week Again. It's going to drop Sunday. It's going to be on podcasting platforms around the internet. So please, folks, check that out. Download it. Listen. Be ready. Get up early on Sunday morning and listen for that, because it's going to be there. It's going to be waiting for you. And you don't necessarily have to check in the whole week and figure out every little thing, every little detail, because Susanne will have organized it for you in a humorous and progressive way. And so I urge you to go out there and listen to This Week Again. Susanne, as always, it is a huge pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for being with us on Facepalm America.
Absolutely. Thank you for the laughs.
Thank you so much for listening to Facepalm America. Two Squared Media Productions produces this show. You can find out more about them at twosquaredmediaproductions.com. Ace Elson and Rosabelle Hine are the producers of this show, and I want to thank them. And until next time, there's that music again. Enjoy the day.